What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing a new look Portland Trailblazers rebuild. Before we can get into this rebuild, I just want to go ahead and quickly ask, if you've not subscribed, make sure to do so. Our goal by the end of August is 6,000 subs. If we reach that goal, we're going to do another giveaway. But other than that, guys, we're going to be doing my favorite team today, which is the Portland Trailblazers, who made it to the Western Conference Finals last year. And ultimately got swept by the Golden State Warriors, and they've made a lot of changes, and that's for sure. They traded for Hassan Whiteside to fill out until Nurkic is back. Will they trade him by the trade deadline whenever Nurkic is around and coming back? Will they keep him and have him as a backup center? I have no idea what the Blazers are going to do, but their options are open, which is what I like about being a Blazers fan this year, because, man, this team has always lacked in the spacing department. Aminu and Harkless were just not good shooters. They're streaky. Aminu was all right. Harkless was decent, but not consistent enough to, scare any defenses. Defenses would always look at Lillard and McCollum and ignore everybody else, which makes sense. It's a good game plan. But now you have guys like Rodney Hood, Kim Bazemore, Mario Zonia, and then I guess Anthony Simons is expected to play a big role. Greg Monroe is actually not even supposed to be on this team. It's just this roster automatically put him on, so I'm just going to go ahead and release him. But other than that, guys, this is the team we got ahead of us. So I don't know what the Blazers are going to do as far as who they're going to start, but I assume Zach Collins will start at the 4 this year. That's what I'm assuming. If they do not, then maybe they'll start Anthony Tolliver, but I'm going to say McCollum, Lillard, Rodney Hood, Hassan Whiteside, and Zach Collins will be the starting 5, and I think that's probably the best starting 5 we can do right now until Nurkic is back. And then maybe they make a trade for a guy like Kevin Love. I'm not sure if I'll trade for him today or not, but I think it does make sense to trade Hassan Whiteside at the trade deadline, so that's something we're going to do. I just don't think there's any necessary chance. I don't think it's necessary to keep him, is basically what I'm saying. But we have Lillard, McCollum, Rodney Hood, Zach Collins, Hassan Whiteside, Kim Bazemore off the bench, Mario Zonia, Anthony Simons, and Nasir Little all off the bench. Gary Trent Jr. is not getting any minutes. And the Tolliver isn't. And do we have anybody else we could go? Like Jalen Horde is a free agent, or not free agent, but he is not playing. Nasir Little, I think Nasir Little's more of a free man, isn't he? So I think I want to go ahead and move him to the 3. He does go up by 1, so I'm going to move him to the 3. I'm almost tempted to move Nasir Little to the G League, but I probably won't. What I will do, though, is actually I want Anthony Simons playing a big role, because I think when I send him to the G League now and send Trent Jr. and Anthony Simons who could play big roles, I think I might do that. I think what I'm going to do, Anthony Simons and what's his name, Gary Trent Jr. are going to go to the G League. Those two are going to be big parts of what we do in the future here. Simons, I definitely expect Anthony Simons to get minutes in real life coming next season, but for this game, I'm going to try to make him as good as I possibly can before I get him minutes. But other than that, guys, I do like our rotation. Lillard and McCollum getting majority of the minutes. Probably will stop to trade Hassan Whiteside. That's the plan. And we're at a 3.5 star rating with a pace and space with Terry Stotts as the head coach. But if we go to perimeter centric, it actually goes up to a 4 star, so that's probably what I'll do, or I'll go to balance. So I'm going to go to perimeter centric, and I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season. My stop at the trade deadline to trade Hassan Whiteside. We'll see. If I do trade him, if it's important enough, I will stop and show you guys what it is. But if I don't and it's not important, I'll just show you guys after the season. But let's see how this Blazers team will do. We're at the trade deadline, and Hassan Whiteside is actually having a great season for us. I'll go ahead and show you guys his stats. And this trade's going to be big, and I just think it makes sense to trade him because I'm probably not going to resign him since we have Nurkic. And Nurkic is fully healthy and ready to come back, so I think it makes the most sense to trade him. He is having a phenomenal season for us. 12 points, 14 rebounds, 2 blocks. This is kind of something I do expect out of Hassan Whiteside. I really do expect him to have a great season for us while he's filling in for Nurkic. It's just a matter, will Neil O'Shea trade him by the trade deadline, or what's he going to do with that? He's going to keep him. But there's a couple of trades I like. Zach Collins is not doing too bad. But I just kind of want to show you guys the stats before I do end up trading Hassan Whiteside. We're 30 and 23 at the moment. Nurkic is back, so for a positional need that makes sense to go after. I saw a few trades that I liked, but I will say I don't think I want to get Kevin Love. He's right there, right? And that's huge rumor in real life that the Blazers might trade for Kevin Love, Hassan Whiteside for Kevin Love. It makes a lot of sense, but in this video, I just really don't want to do that. I think I've done it before, and I'm just not about it. So I thought about Otto Porter, but then I realized he does have a player option next year that could kill us, so I didn't want to do that. Felicio, I really don't want to take his contract on either, so I moved on from that. Jay Crowder doesn't anybody that's going to help us out too much. Turner Parsons, Alex Lynn, they don't really want that, of course. I mean, not really getting any value out of the trade. So skipping over these, and I went to this one trade, and it was Paul Millsap for Hassan Whiteside. Now, Why would the Nuggets want Hassan Whiteside? I couldn't answer that. I mean, maybe even Serge Ibaka at the power forward spot wouldn't be too bad. We'd have to take Stanley Johnson, but I mean, just some of these trades make a lot more sense, and even Covington wouldn't be bad, but I don't want to take Gorgie Dang. So I want a power forward, and Paul Millsap's looking like a pretty intriguing offer because he's 34 years old, and he is, you know, $30 million, but he will expire after this season. I don't want to trade a first-round pick. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to do that. Serge Ibaka is not a bad option either. He's 30 and he's an expiring. So both these guys are expiring players. It's just a matter of what makes more sense to me to do. And I really don't know. So do I go for Paul Millsap or do I go for Serge Ibaka? Serge Ibaka is a lot younger, so I think it makes sense to do this. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to trade a first-round pick. So Hassan Whiteside for Serge Ibaka straight up. Just a simple swap. Why would the Raptors do this? You know, I have no idea, but maybe if the Blazers were to give them like a second-round pick, maybe that makes sense because they're not going to get anything for Serge anyway, so they might as well get a second-round pick if they're just going to let Serge walk. So something like that, I don't know. We'll see if they'll take it. They want a first-rounder. I'm not giving you a first-rounder for Serge Ibaka. I'm just not doing it. I'll trade 2 seconds. That's as far as I'll go, man. I'm not trading 2 firsts for Serge Ibaka, so I'll maybe give you somebody else instead that I don't need. How about I'll give you Anthony Tolliver, and then you give me Stanley Johnson, I guess, or something. I don't know. I'm not giving you a first-round pick. That's just not going to happen. So, OG Anunoby doesn't make any sense, actually. So, give me Stanley Johnson, wherever he is. He's there. All right, and then let's throw 2 seconds, and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, yeah, this is getting out of hand. Very out of hand. Serge Ibaka is not worth 2 first round. They wanted to give me Fred VanVleet. I didn't notice that, but I'm still not giving you 2 firsts. I just can't. So, I'll give you a first that won't matter in the video. How about that? Just something stupid. Okay, so we get Serge Ibaka. Yes, that was a very dumb trade. Not that it was dumb. It's just, you know, Serge Ibaka is not worth a first round pick. I just don't. Well, maybe if he was balling out, but I just don't like. I didn't like giving up a first rounder, but we did. So, Lillard McCollum, this year Little steps up as the starting 3. I'm not going to complain too much. If he's doing good, then whatever. But Serge Ibaka is going to start the 4. We could re-sign him if he does well. If not, then we can just let him walk. So, low risk, high reward move here, I think. Obviously, trading the first round pick didn't, you know, it wasn't great, but we did it anyway. So, we're going to have a balance. I'm going to move it to balance now. And then, what was that? I wanted to look at Serge Ibaka's stats for the season real quick. And he is currently averaging 12 points on 43% from the field and 29% from 3. So that's actually a really awful, but you know what? That's fine. We'll deal with it. So I'm going to send my team this season, and let's just see how this team finishes out. At the end of the season, hold on. Damian Lillard wins most valuable player, 29 points, 6.5 assists. I'm so proud of my favorite player in the NBA. He just won MVP. Very awesome, guys. Very, very awesome. Okay. I did make a video over my second channel talking about how Damian Lillard could possibly win 2020 or 2019-2020 MVP. But, you know, obviously James Harden just won it, and I just kind of did this. So, yeah, it's just me kind of wanting it to happen, but you know what? It's all right. But other than that, let's just go ahead and look at the other awards. So, here's the other awards. Most Improved goes to Clarkson, Mike D'Antoni. Rookie of the Year goes to John Morant. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Jabari Parker. And Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. But other than that, here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, Portland. Damian Lillard is MVP and makes All-NBA second team. Obviously, he didn't really win it, but still funny. But other than that, guys, we are the 7th seed. Wow, okay, so we're not expecting that. 7th seed in the Western Conference. So, yeah, 7th seed probably wouldn't win MVP. But enough about that. So, we had 29 points from Damian Lillard, 19.5 points from CJ McCollum, 14.6 and 10 rebounds from Yusuf Nurkic as soon as he came back from injury. Serge Ibaka with 12 points, and then Rodney Hood with 10. Nasir Little did his thing, Kim Bazemore did his thing, and Zach Collins 7, 6, and almost a block a game. And that's about it. So other than that, guys, let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Houston Rockets, who are up 1-0 to start. They have Russell Westbrook and James Harden now, of course, but we're up 2-1 on them. If we could beat them, though, that would be amazing. That would be a huge boost to our confidence. They're up 3-2. I meant to do Simcast, but that's all right. So we got eliminated this first season. I was really hoping, you know, Dame Lillard would get Russell Westbrook again in this game, but that's all right. So we'll worry about that later. But other than that, guys, the Thunder are in the playoffs. And one player I did consider trading for was Danilo Gallinari for Hassan Whiteside, because I thought that could make sense at the 4 for the Blazers, but the Thunder gave him a big contract extension, so I didn't want to trade for it. No, I just didn't really want to trade for a big contract. But Russell Westbrook is your Finals MVP as the Houston Rockets win the championship. But let's go and replace the 14% rule. Let's see if we can, okay, there we go, and approve that. And then let's get straight to the draft lottery. And let's see what pick we might have. We have the 22nd pick overall. Terry Stotts, I do like him a lot in real life. I'm gonna go ahead and keep him. I like David Vanderpool as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a better assistant coach with better ratings. And I'm gonna go ahead and just leave our trainer because the other trainers weren't that great. So, the 22nd pick overall, is there anybody else that I could possibly trade right now to, you know, move up in the draft or something? That would be nice. I don't know if there's anybody I could trade though. Nasir Little. Do I want to trade Nasir Little to try to move up in the draft? I don't know how big of trade value he has, but if I could get like, I would have to move up to like top 3 to do this. I wanted to try to move up to like top 3 to get like Anthony Edwards, but it probably isn't very likely unless we traded a lot of first. But you know, moving what's his name to the 3 spot, then we might have some cap space to sign a 4. So let me see if that's something that could happen. All right, that's a 2nd round pick. And I want the 1st from the Timberwolves. Okay, so it's really the Timberwolves pick, but the Timberwolves should have this pick. It's just a glitch in the system, and this game's a year behind, so yeah, that's why that's the way it is. But this year, Little, a 1st rounder, another 1st for the 1st pick overall in the draft. How about another 2nd? No. How about another 2nd? And no. Okay, I will throw in, let's say I threw in Mario Hazonia as well to improve the trade. No. Okay, I'll throw in Gary Trent Jr., I guess. All right, so we're not gonna be able to get the 1st pick, so I'll go with the 2nd pick instead. And let's see if we can find it. The 2nd pick overall. Where are you? The Miami Heat. Let's see if they take this. No. Okay, I'll throw in Mario Hazonia. Wow. Okay, so we just got the. Please tell me that wasn't the 2nd. Wait, I paid attention, right? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't the 2nd pick in the 2nd round or something. So we just traded for the 2nd pick overall and got 2nd pick, and we traded Mario Hazonia and Nasir Little, our 1st rounder. So yes, we did trade Nasir Little, and some of you may be upset with me, but that's all right. That's all right. We are, you know, here to draft Anthony Edwards, hopefully. So let's see if he's. James Wiseman gets taken number 1 overall, so we are going to take Anthony Edwards and move him to the 3 immediately, which is awesome. Very, very awesome, because I wanted to keep Lillard and McCollum throughout the video, and Anthony Edwards at that 3 spot will be very nice for us, as he is a very good prospect, very highly rated prospect. So I'm glad we got him, sign him up, and we should be good. Anthony Simons, Zach Collins are going to come back as well. Qualifying offers, Scalabus here. I'm definitely not going to bring you back, my friend. I'm sorry. And then as far as salary cap table, we have negative $77 million. Now, I wouldn't mind bringing back Serge Ibaka if the price is right, but we'll have to see how it works out. So I'm going to go ahead and renounce all these guys. And we're going to have briefly not that much money in cap space, but we have Anthony Simons, who I'm very glad to have as my backup. We still have, all right, let me go ahead and move Anthony Edwards to small forward because that's where he's going to go. So Anthony Edwards is going to play small forward. Then we'll have Lillard and Simons, Gary Trent Jr. and CJ McCollum, Rodney Hood and Anthony Edwards. I'm down for that. Zach Collins at the power forward spot, and we have Nurkic. So, yeah, the only thing I want to improve is basically the power forward, unless if we do start Zach Collins, I wouldn't mind that either. So, I mean, is there anything I could do? I mean, I probably can't afford, I could re-sign Serge Ibaka. Is there anyone else that might be better of value at the power forward spot? Or is there a center that I might be able to move to power forward? Do I want to sign Serge Ibaka? He has a D 3-point rating, or do I just want to stick with Zach Collins? I wouldn't mind him off the bench, but I don't really want him to start. So, I mean, low risk, high reward thing. I'm going to go ahead and sign Serge Ibaka, and if he doesn't really work out, I'm going to give him like a 2-year deal. And then if he doesn't really work out, we can always trade him or something. 3-year, 2-year, 3-year with the player option. No, let's do 2 years, and we'll sign him to a 2-year deal. If he doesn't really play well for us, we can go ahead and just trade him and then like move him for a better power forward or something like that. So that's what I'll do. I think we have a 9-man rotation now, so I'll stick with what we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a 9-man rotation. Obviously, I would love to bring back Hassan Whiteside too as the backup, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign a backup center if I could. Myers Leonard, do you want to bring him back to Portland where he belongs? Nah, actually, I'll just leave it. So I'm gonna go ahead and simulate to the end of next season. And hopefully, with the addition of Anthony Edwards, we become a very... why would Nurkic go down? He's like 25 years old. No reason for him to go down, but that's all right. That's 2K for you. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next year. And let's see if we can be better than last. At the end of the second season, we went 42-40, which is not good enough to make the playoffs. But we did make a little trade at the trade deadline. I did trade Serge Ibaka. If I can find the trade that I did. I can't find it. There it is. So I traded Serge and a 2nd-round pick for TJ Warren. Thought TJ Warren would give us a little bit of a better edge there because we were starting to lose quite a bit. We turned it around, but we only went 42 and 40. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet with this team, but like I said, I don't think it was anything to do with like just having a bad team. Maybe it was just like something different, but I'm definitely gonna try to fix the issue here. I really like our starting five. I think the spacing is very nice. Anthony Simons is a good bench player. Rodney Hood and Gary Trent Jr. are great. And I think our bench is good. So I really like the roster as it is constructed. So not much I really want to change. But to get a first round pick in the lottery will be great. We do end up with the 13th pick, which is awesome. Terry Stotso, I think I'm going to go ahead and fire the guy. Just for the fact that we just went with that record. Eric Spoelstra has a lot of good ratings. So I'm going to try to get him if I can. If not, I'll go with Mike D'Antoni. We do get Eric Spoelstra. Good ratings there. So I'm glad we got him. And then I'll try to get Sean Lee. Or, wait, is it Sean Lee? There he is. So I want Sean Lee if I can get him. I do sign Sean Lee. And then now we're at the draft with the 13th pick overall. I'm not sure what I want to do with this pick. Not somebody I really want to draft out there. So Damian Lillard's max contract kicks in. So yeah, that's going to definitely hurt us a little bit. You know, I'm just going to experiment a little bit. Maybe like, I really don't want to trade Anthony Edwards by any means because he's definitely going to break out, I think. But I'm just curious. Okay, nothing there. 13 pick and TJ Warren. That we just got TJ Warren, but I mean, you always got to keep your options open just in case. I really don't want to trade anybody, so what I think I'll do is let's just see if we can get a better backup small forward, I guess, instead of Rodney Hood. I do like Rodney Hood a lot, don't get me wrong, but if we could get a better backup small forward, I'll do it. Justice Winslow. No one out there that's like really could get Robert Covington. He's a little bit better in overall, but he is a lot older. You know, we did miss the playoffs, so I'll give it a look. You know, Robert Covington come to the team. It's going to give us a little bit more spacing. Like I said, I do love Rodney Hood a lot. Just going to try it out here to see if that helps us make the playoffs by any means, because we did not make it last year. So we can get Robert Covington, and we'll take that. We got a first rounder out of it as well. So I do love the idea of Simons and Nurkic coming back, of course. I like those guys a lot. Gary Trent Jr. and Zach Collins are definitely players I want to bring back. So what I'm going to do is basically, I think all I'm going to do, so we got our backup point guard. Bringing back Trent Jr. Gonna bring back what's his name, and then I'll bring Zach Collins, and I think that'll be our 9-man rotation again, guys. So not much to see here in this free agency. Not really gonna sign anybody besides the 2 players that are free agents right now. We're gonna go ahead and give them their offers, or wait till they get an offer. But other than that, guys, probably just simulate to the end of next season. Hopefully things go a little bit better. But I love the spacing that we have on our team around and lower to McCollum, so I'm hoping it could be a little bit better next year. We'll see what happens. So we went 34 and 48. Obviously not good enough to make the playoffs. So I'm looking at this now, and something's clearly wrong. We're just not good enough to do anything at this point. And we actually just landed the number 3 pick overall in the draft lottery. So I'm not trading Damian Lillard. The only thing I could think to do is trade CJ McCollum, as much as I don't think it's his fault. I'm not sure what's really going on here, but something needs to be addressed. So CJ McCollum might be out the door, I guess, because I really don't know what else to do at this point. So McCollum and the 3rd pick overall, I just want to see what it'll get me. We can get Ben Simmons and Josh Richardson. I don't think that makes a lot of sense to do, but I'm literally just going to go for it. I'm just going to go get one of these great trades, and I'm hoping it's going to help me in the long run. We could get Porzingis and Brad Wanamaker. Kristaps, I've gotten him quite a bit lately, but I've never had him offered to me in the trade finder, so that's interesting. So, I mean, we could do something like that, but Jamal Murray and Malik Beasley, Victor Oladipo, I think that would give us a good defender next to Damian Lillard. So I'm thinking that might be the issue. Maybe we can get a good defender or Devin Booker. So I think Oladipo, I think I'm gonna go with Oladipo. Not somebody I get very often, so I definitely don't want to trade the 3rd pick overall though for him. So if I could trade let's say let's do something like that and see. Okay, so we get Oladipo. Awesome. So Oladipo, and that's going to be nice next to Damian Lillard, I'm hoping. And now we still have the 3rd pick overall. So I'm looking at Zach Collins, and I'm thinking maybe we could trade him and get a better power forward. I'm not sure if we can, though. We'll see. Buddy Hield would be nice, obviously, but we just got, what's his name? Miles Turner at the power forward spot. So now I'm just trying to make this team, super good. And I'm just hoping this finally gets us in the playoffs, because we haven't been able to make it, which is very odd. Miles Turner, we get the 9th pick overall. That's going to make us better defensively. I'm going to say screw it. At this point, we've missed the playoffs so much that I'm just going to do this trade. We get Miles Turner, and we get the 9th pick overall. So, not going to complain there. I kind of want to 9th pick in use of Nurkic, I guess, too. And let's just see what that could get us. I'm just curious if it could give me anything better. Probably not, but I would rather keep Nurkic if I can. We can get LaMarcus Aldridge back, but don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let the CPU draft somebody because I think it's an auto-generated class anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and just skip over the draft. And let's just see what our team is looking like now as it stands. So they took Max Christie. Probably not even gonna sign him, to be honest, because I don't think he'll play. And this will be the last season for sure. I'm hoping anyway, because I definitely want to make the playoffs. But I definitely want Simons, Gary Trent Jr. back. So I think that's all the free agents we have to worry about. Is there anybody else? Covington's a free agent. TJ Warren's a free agent. So probably going to bring all these guys back similar to the end of next year. And I'm hoping this is the year we can finally make the playoffs, win a championship, and complete this rebuild correctly. All right, guys. So I'm officially forfeiting this rebuild. We're 29 and 42 right now. 29 and 42. I don't even know what's wrong, man. I don't even know what to do anymore. I mean, I officially have built a super team around Damian Lillard, and it's still not really doing anything, much of anything. Like, I don't understand what it is, and I'm forfeiting. This is the first time ever I can say I've done my best that I've could, and it's still not working for 2K. So, yeah. That's going to end it for me, guys. We're not going to make playoffs, and we haven't made playoffs since the first season, which is very, very, very disappointing and very annoying. But there's only so much a guy can do. So, yep, that's going to be it. Sorry, and I really hate that I'm ending it this way, but I am not simulating another season just to watch me not do anything else. So, yeah, getting very tired of it. So, yeah, this will be the end, unfortunately. Here are the stats so far this season. You guys already kind of saw it, but I'll show it again just in case. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace.